So we have an unboxing from TheCubicle. That's a lot of cubes. Two Angstrom ones. This one is an MGC Square-1 and Aosu WRM. Also pretty exciting is a new Square-1 came out. This one's the Shengshou Square-1. So hoping for pretty cool stuff with this cube. Then I also got a $3 and $5 mystery puzzle, and this is actually pretty cool. I got this cube first, which is, I'm guessing a mirror blocks. It's a Yushin one. He has a $3 mystery puzzle. For $3 for a mirror blocks, that's really good. And it doesn't even turn that bad. It's not obviously like a GAN mirror blocks, but it works. And this is always a fun cube to have in your collection if you're a cuber. I already have one of these, but still $3 for this is really good, and maybe I can pass it off to a friend or something. For the $5 mystery puzzle, I got a clock. This one is a really interesting clock. It's like a 2x2 clock or something, but this one looks really interesting. I don't even do clock, but I'm very curious about how this works. And no, wait, the pins are actually magnetic. That's pretty funny. My first magnetic clock is not even a WCA clock, it's a 2x2 or mini clock. Yeah, it's very satisfying. I want to do a solve in this thing. And wow, this thing turns really good. Like, I've heard a lot of bad things about the Shengshou clock, but this thing turns excellently. Like, if I had a clock that was turning this good, it would be instantly my main. This thing turns really nicely. This should be an easy solve, but I don't even know where to start. These two are aligned. Let's match it up with this. Make them all 12. I can get this to 1, and I get this down here. And get this to 12. And the back is preserved. Okay, get this to 6. And then get this to 3. And then get them all to 12. Nice, that's a pretty fun solve. I'm really happy with this one. This is the $5 mystery puzzle, and for $5, you're getting a magnetic cube, or clock I guess, that turns excellently and is a really fun puzzle. I'm really happy with that too. I requested non-WCA hoping for something interesting, and this was definitely interesting. So, really happy with getting this one. Yeah, nice clock. I've heard a lot of hype around this one, which is the newest Square-1 on the market. This is the Shengshou Square-1. This one's the Mr. M, and if you're familiar with Mr. M, their releases are hit or miss. They have the Mr. M Pyramix, which is one of the best Pyramixes out there, or it was at the time. And then now we have the Mr. M Square-1. And this is actually pretty cool. This is the first time since the Cube to a Square-1, which is my first ever Square-1 back in 2014. That has white top. Already I am liking this cube. Shades look okay. I heard the mechanism is quite similar to Yushin Magic, and maybe it is. It feels very frosted. I don't like that. Turns. It's not speed solvable out of the box, unfortunately. But it does turn. There's a lot of friction. Yeah, it's very, very tight. So it definitely needs to be loosened before it gets anywhere. But for being so tight, its turning is okay. I'm not really expecting too much from Shengshou, obviously, so it's not horrible. Another thing is the magnets are really weak. I cannot really feel them at all. So it's being called Mr. M, and it does have strong magnets. There's no black though, unfortunately, so you have to deal with white, yellow. But unless this is my main, I don't think it matters too much. Take off some caps. So yeah, it's very, very similar to the Yushin Magic mech already. Okay, there's magnets in these 4 slots, but there's a magnet missing here. That's a classic Shengshou move. Also, now I think about it, Shengshou had pretty bad quality control of like the colors as well. I remember on the Shengshou Mr. M Pyramix, they had the wrong color scheme. So maybe that's why they have white top here. But luckily for me, white top is the correct color scheme. The Yushin Magic was pretty good after setup. So I do have some decently high hopes for this thing. Maybe not a main, but hopefully this thing can actually be a competitor. Since it's actually a pretty cheap puzzle, I think it's like $10. So maybe for beginner Square-1ers, this one might be a good one. So I think I need to loosen this cube up a good amount and then put a bunch of fast lube in it to get rid of all this friction. But this thing has a bit of potential. Is it going to beat the MGC Square-1? Probably not. But does it beat other budget Square-1s out there? Maybe. So I do want to check this out a bit more and see how it's like with more setup. But right now, I guess mixed feelings for it. Hopefully it's good after setup, but out of the box it's not the greatest. Alright, that's it for this Square-1. Let's get into this Square-1, which is an MGC. Long story short, these things break a ton, so I'm forced to kind of get a lot of MGC Square-1s. So that's pretty good marketing by MGC. Just make your puzzle break a lot, so people buy more of it, and you can sell more Square-1s. That's some top tier marketing. So instead of getting a regular MGC Square-1, I decided to get an Angstrom one to just try it out. I've tried some at comps and they feel pretty good, and WR is on this cube. Okay, out of the box, I think it's a lot better than the Max MGC Square-1. Angstrom is my preferred setup. It's like a fast setup and really smooth. The Max one out of the box, from what I remember, didn't feel the greatest, but this one feels usable out of the box. So I'm not sure if this is going to be my main. The main reason I got this is to try out what this cube is like, and also to have a backup cube for when my core breaks again, because I already broke 2 cores and I only have 1 left. So now I have 2 more left. So this thing is turning really nicely. Tensions are pretty much perfect. I think the Max one came really loose. Yeah, maybe the Max MGC Square-1 I got was like a bad one, because this one feels exponentially better than what I remember that one feeling. Alright, let's do a solve on this thing. And yeah, this thing is really good in comparison with the Mr. M, but obviously it's like triple the price. I like this cube a lot. It feels very smooth, very fast. Oh, not too fast, it's pretty controllable. But for an out-of-box cube, it's definitely faster than usual, because most premium cubes come pretty slow. If I had to recommend a brand for Square-1s, or the MGC Square-1, probably the Angstrom one seems the best from what I've tried. But yeah, this thing is really good. And luckily I have another core in case my other Square-1 breaks. Alright, another Angstrom cube. This one is actually the Worm 4x4. So why did I get this cube? I like the Angstrom GTS 2M. That's one of the 4x4s I got. It was really nice, but the cube is too big, so I decided to go a bit smaller. I know I have a lot of 4x4s, but I just cannot set up this cube, so hoping this one's like not slow and can actually be pretty fast. And also I like 4x4 a lot. I think it's a really fun event. Again, out of the box, it's not that slow. It's actually pretty fast for out of the box cubes. But it's not the fastest, and I think if it was faster, I would like it a bit better, but yeah, this is also pretty nice feeling cube. Tensions look really good as well. Maybe on the tight side, I probably would go a bit looser. Yeah, I haven't done 4x4 in a while because my hardware isn't the greatest. My Worm was not set up that well. The middle layers were not as good. These ones are a bit slow, but they're better. And my Zishu got a bit slow, so that thing is also hard to use now. So I'm trying out a premium 4x4. This thing's really expensive, like 50 bucks. But hoping this one turns out to be pretty good, because I do really want to get more into 4x4. Yeah, I'm really rusty at this event. I have not practiced since my last comp, which was forever ago. But this thing feels really nice. Can't wait to break this in more. Hopefully it gets faster. Maybe throw some D&M in here. Maybe loosen it up a little bit too. And this should be a really good cube and hopefully a main. I think I prefer the Jisoo size a little bit more, but if this cube performs really good, I should main this cube over that one. So yeah, that's it for this unboxing. 5 pretty cool cubes. Can't wait to break them in more and set them up more and see how they perform. But thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next video.